All right, let's do this. So I want a window that can be dragged. Okay, so we have define, make new window. The area is going to need to get updated. But for now, it's not focused. It's not dragged. I don't know if I need the X and a Y. Terminal X term. Terminal viewport width. This is tricky. This is tricky. All right, we're going to do all sorts of stuff. Okay, awesome. When is the draggable window? When is the area set for the terminal? Okay, we make a terminal. Terminal area is down here. We don't have an area yet. Set terminal area. Set box terminal area. Okay, so we calculate the terminal area. Okay, sweet. Calculate the terminal area. Alternative calculate area. Calculate block area. Oh, that's a freaking nightmare, man. Okay, what if we don't do that? What if we just drag the window around and we hope for the best? What's up, Isaac? How's it going? I don't have anything better to do on a Friday night. Just tired. Hell yeah. I didn't go to the gym. So now as punishment, I got to get up and run in the morning. It's tough out here. Yeah, I ran 365 miles last year. And then I like stopped running for like a month because I was playing tennis and then I hurt myself somehow. I don't even know what I did. I just like couldn't breathe for like a month, so I didn't run. And now I'm fine. But then I just got lazy and I haven't really been running. Yeah, I just run. I just go out and run from here and then end back where I started, hopefully, if that's the goal. I don't go anywhere to run, though. Okay. I need to make... So I'm trying to make a floating window in my text editor. You can, actually, if you want. Or you can give it to your brother. One of the two. It should work now. My goal is I'm trying to put Twitch chat in my text editor. That's the end goal here. That's the end game. But before then, I want to make a window that I can drag around the text editor. That's the first step. So we really got to start. We're starting from the basics. We're starting with literally nothing. I have a shortcut if I want. I don't want to use the shortcut though. I want to do it from scratch. So the problem is we don't know the size of the window. But we're just going to make one. So that we're going to say draggable window area. Okay. Event. Okay, we're going to make a little window event handler. If we're focused, we're going to do something. Gonna handle the mouse event. I thought you said you gave it to your brother. What are you talking about? You click the button. I don't know if you're on. I don't know if you can do it from your phone. You probably can if you're on your phone. All right. We'll just say if they're quitting. Okay, he hasn't streamed, then he loses it. That's as far as I'm concerned. All right. Quit if the box is open. Okay. All right. It's free. It is exactly. What does he use? Does he stream Fortnite still? I remember you said that like 4 years ago. He streamed Fortnite. Rocket League. Oh shit, he must be good. I'm not good at Rocket League. He did a hot wings. Oh shit! Well, would you look at that? You have a badge. You're a founder. Thank you. He did a hot wing streams. How many viewers did he get for this hot wing stream? Like, was it worth it? You know what? It's worth it. That's fine. That's fun though. It was at my brother's bachelor party. They brought The Last Dab, and it was like 1 a.m. and we were just cranking through wings. I can't say that it was fun, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, which is nice. I don't know. He was goofing around. We were like, someone brought frozen chicken wings, and then we heated them up, and then we put the Last Dab on them. It was good. Also on that bachelor party trip, we saw one of the kids from Stranger Things at a burger place. So that was cool. I don't remember the guy's name. Which one was it? It was Caleb McLaughlin. Oh, that's right, because he's a Bears fan, right? Was he at the game? Oh, were you at the game? The cold ass one a couple weeks ago. Okay, they've all been cold. The Rams one. Were you at that one? That was insane. I don't want to relive it though. I'm still reeling. Do you do they still make you play in it? Can you even like play? Dang. Well, I'll tell you, better than the Niners. Better than the Niners drumline. And they got no excuse. They have absolutely no excuse. It was like 70 degrees. Actually, it was like 50 degrees. 50 degrees. They were playing. Although it was weird. We went to this game and then just like Journey played. Just like unannounced. Journey performed. Like the actual band Journey. But anyway. Okay, I need to make progress. Yes, they're still alive and playing, and to be honest, they sounded pretty freaking good. But I don't know who the vocalist is because he was the drummer too. So it's not Steve Smith. It's some guy. But he was good. He definitely knew how to play. But it was Journey. At least two of the original people from Journey were there. You can look it up. I don't know who it is. Okay. Let me just get this going here. Do some testing. We're going to make a draggable window. We're just going to say like area. We're going to say like it's just a 20 by 20. Just going to put it, we're going to do that. And we're going to have a window render function. We have a window event handler, and we're not going to provide a cursor function. Okay, so I need to define window render. I don't remember how to do that. We'll do this. Okay, we're making a window. Okay, we got a window. I don't even. What is rect? Is that the whole window? Buffer clear. Perhaps buffer clear window area or draggable area state frame. Maybe that. Maybe we'll try that. Okay. Let's just see if this works. Buffer clear expected 2 got 3. Don't need rect. There we go. Okay, we have just a window that has popped up. Okay, awesome. So now I do want to make it we're going to make a window. I'm going to call it X and Y. Actually, no. X and Y are just going to be area X. Yes, that is just, those are my key presses. That's moving around. You know Vim? It's not Vim, but it's like Vim. I'm not moving the mouse. This is the mouse. This is how 10x engineers program. I don't touch the mouse or the cursor. So it's a modal text editor. So you have different modes. So then you add, like, you have normal mode is just like moving around. So there's all these like different key bindings for jumping around. But if you want to type, you go into insert mode. So you press I, and now everything you type becomes text. And then when you want to leave, you press escape. But this text editor is it's called Helix. So it's not Vim, but it's kind of like Vim. If you're familiar with Vim at all. But then I added my own language, which is called Steel, to do plugins for it. So that's what we're making right now. Yeah, it's modal editing. So it's like you're in varying modes. There are different modes. And then there's visual mode, which is like highlighting stuff. And then there are other like minor modes that exist where they're like kind of within a mode or something like that. They're just like different layers of key bindings that you can use to do stuff. Exactly. That's how I churn out 50 PRs. Or else they're going to come for me. So I really just have to, do the thing. Okay. So now Draggable window X. I need this to be a box. Okay, they're all boxes. We'll clean this up in a bit. Okay, when X term. Let's see if this works. No. Cannot convert steel value graphics rect to box. Window area. I guess I could make it a box. I don't want to make it a box, though. I'm reusing some code from a previous thing. And I'm paring it down a little bit. Okay, so then we'll do show window. Okay. Expected real numbers found false. Right. Okay. So then how do I do this? Global max height. Okay. So then during render, I'm just going to initialize these. Unless global max height. Okay. Okay, cool. Now it at least is not immediately erroring. So now I need to actually do something. Okay, so the area that I need to work on, because if I'm just rendering from here, that's no good. So this does like set box, terminal area, block area. So this will just be the width. Okay, so I'll just make a new area, which is fine. We'll try area. Unbox terminal area, or sorry, draggable window area state. Draggable window X. And then we'll do Y. And then otherwise, we're going to do area width of draggable window, area height. We'll make a new area. Okay, it did something. Wasn't quite what I was expecting it to do. Okay. I think I know why though. So we're gonna kill this thing. So, and then it's mouse within area. Okay, so I do need to, I think during render, okay, we are going to make the because the area is going to change. I guess I can just say, do like, give me the state, and we're just going to return a new thing. And then here, where I'm like mouse event within area. Okay, we're gonna do like define block areas, calculate block area state, and then now I just use that instead. Kind of doing this twice, but that's okay. Block area. Do I have any other issues here? Okay, I'm doing the area height. I'm using the area height and the area width, not the X. That should be fine. Okay. Okay. It keeps it's moving. It's moving across the screen. Oh. There we go. I don't know why it was doing what it did. But we have a floating window. Okay. So why was it being all weird? Okay. Okay, so let's see. We have on click start. Perhaps something's weird here. Just checking like a I don't know, let's see. What did I call this? Show window. It seems like my first click is just goofy. But then after that it works. Okay. Let's make the window a little bit. Let's make an outline for the window. Actually, I don't know why. Because it's like, if I just like click arbitrarily somewhere and then do it, it works. So there's something weird with the initialization of the first click. So let me just see. I think it's because I'm checking. Oh, because I have an on-click start and end. That's probably why. Maybe that something ends up being whack. I don't know. Let's just make the box look better. It's kind of ugly. Okay, so let's do block render. Something like that, because I remember yoinking that from before. Window render. Block render. We'll do sweet, and then we'll just pass that in. Just inherit. Okay, now it's even worse. Okay, that didn't actually do anything. Block render. Render the given block over the given rect onto the provided buffer. Not my finest docs I've ever written, certainly. Do I use the same? Because it's like, I do like, it's a little bit prettier. Block render. Okay, let me just try one more time. Okay. We're dragging. Let's make it wider. Actually, areas X, Y, width. Let's make it like... Oh, that's... Oh, was that height? Oh. Okay, that's a little bit more... That's a little bit more amenable. Okay. Sweet. But now the question is why is it not rendering make block? Maybe round it or something? Doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, is it theme? I'm doing foreground and background. Oh. Maybe that's why. No? No. What is it? Theme. $192, $197, $207. None. Okay, it would definitely be this way. I think. Okay, the dragging part is working. I don't know why I'm not getting a border. Well, I can look at... I can look at this. Drawing. Oh, he draws his own borders. Okay, well that's impressive. Maybe I should reuse these. Reuse this. Or not. Or I could just figure it out. Let's just see. Block render. What if I don't clear? it's not. It's simply not doing anything. Render with bounds. Oh, I'm on an old build that is broken. That's actually insane. I broke this like weeks ago, and I haven't reinstalled my editor. So it's actually, that's really embarrassing. That's okay. Okay, so I just have to wait for this to build, and we're gonna be back. All right, let's see. Okay, it is finished. Okay, it's finished. So now we try again. There we go. Okay. Well, okay, minus the goofy jumping around. That seems to work. Nice. Why does it just jump all over the place? Come on. What is that about? Okay. Okay, my goal is still, I want to put the Twitch chat in the editor. That's the goal. When steely-eyed dev rusting the night. That's good. I like that. Yeah. Okay, we have a draggable window though. I don't even know. Let me see. Okay. The problem is if I just click and drag, it doesn't work. It's probably because I never mouse up. On mouse up? Is there a mouse up? On like there on click end maybe is not set. Oh, I never use on click end? I never use it? Do I use it here? No? Okay, it's not important, I guess. That's probably the problem. Okay, so we have on, so when you mouse down. Oh, maybe it's because of the focusing? Oh, it's probably because it's not focused yet. Okay, so then if it's focused, I'm going to also handle the mouse event. Let's try that. There we go. I added this focus feature. So you can like click away and do stuff. And then you have this. Cool. Very, very cool. So then my goal is I can just have a little pop-up window that I can toggle. And it'll just like a little overlay or something that then I can put stuff in. Go up in the top right, and then I can just move it around as needed. And I really want to do resizing. I think that could be cool. Like if I drag here and resize, that just could be interesting. But I want this to be I would like it to be composable if possible. I don't want to re-implement this every time you have like a floating window. So we'll start here. We've made good progress here though. Okay. Well, that's fun. Okay, awesome. So now let's make some kind of, let's like put text in it or something. They're also saying he's the best to ever do it. The top channel in the Helix tag. Nobody's streaming Helix like I do. No one's streaming Helix, probably. I don't know. Okay. Okay, this isn't a splash screen. This is a floating window. Okay, this is so far so good. Drawing the text is going to be a bit of a chore, but we'll come back to that. So now let's just make like a buffer. Maybe a text buffer perhaps with what would be on the text buffer? Oh, I don't know. What do you put in a text buffer? Like I just want to draw text. So we'll just do we'll just have lines and we'll make this well, I want it to be a vec deck. I guess it doesn't need to be a vec deck. It can just be a list, which is fine. Okay, so let's do does he do something with this here? I feel like he does. Drawing. That's okay. I want to do it myself. Okay, so then this is, yeah, there's like set the string at the given X and Y for the given buffer with a provided style. Right. Okay. I think for the splash screen, I have something like this. Yeah, I do. Okay. I kind of just render. I render stuff. So I'll keep this up as a reference. The last time I did this was this was a while ago. Okay. We'll reuse this. Okay, I have to figure out how to handle wraparound. Rendering wrapping of the text. I guess I would just chunk our content into fixed widths. Probably. Yeah. And then chunk the content into fixed widths or new lines, whichever comes first. And then I just render that. Just gonna stash this here for future me. But let's just try putting some stuff here. So we'll do like frame set string. Okay, so I need the buffer. I think that's the buffer. And then X is block area X. X block area. And then area Y block area. And then the string would be, let's say, hello world. And then the style will have, we'll do the foreground style. Awesome. We have a little hello world. That's cool. Okay. Sweet. We have a little hello world. Now let's render. We'll do like for each index lambda index line. Free identifier line. Lambda index line. And then we'll do frame says string frame x plus y index line okay, and then content. We'll just define content globally. What is string text? Ah, it's a theme. I mean, I could do that. Make things a little more interesting. For each index, expects 3 arguments found. Oh, we'll start at 1, I guess. And we'll make this content. Define content. Okie doke. That's working. I'll just move the offset for the X. We're gonna start off by 1 to the right. Okay, great. Cool. So now I'm inside my window. Okay, so now let's make the content mutable. Okay, so we have a mutable content box. I guess it's a list. Don't know quite how I want to do this. I am just going to make it this is not how I want to do it, but it's how I'm going to do it. What's the benefit? There is none. It's just stupid. And that's funny. That's it. Gives me some shit to do. That's it. There's no benefit. Nothing here is practical. Literally nothing that I do is practical. It's just because I can. This is my own programming language. That's not practical at all. Probably could have like $1 billion by now if I didn't get sucked down this rabbit hole 7 years ago. But it is what it is. Here we are. That's why we do it. We do it for fun, for the love of the game. All right, so let's just like add row. And it's going to be some text, and we're going to do set box cons text unbox content okay. All right, catch you later, Isaac. Have a good one. Thank you. All right, let's do this. So now we have now I'm going to add a row. No. Okay. That didn't work. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So now we can add rows. So that's good. I do think I probably should use a vector though, because I can pop front off of the vector, the immutable vectors. So let me just refresh my memory. We have push front. We have pop front. And we also have pop back. So I'm probably going to do that instead. So we'll do we'll make immutable vector or just immutable vector. Let's see. Okay, so we'll do. Okay, so that's what we'll do. And then we're going to iterate over that. That way I don't have to do this reverse business. Okay, so we'll do unbox content. We're not going to go in reverse. we're going to say for each index, it's going to be the same thing, except this time it's going to be a vector. So if actually, I probably can do a vector iterator. Once again, I need to refresh my memory. Okay, so we'll check out steel iterators. Okay. That's cool. And we'll just do, yeah, it's like iter for each. But we're going to pass the index through. Actually, now would probably be a good time to use the transducer library. The new one. But that's okay. I'm not going to for this. One thing at a time. Iter finished. Okay. So we want to do index. And what do we want to do here? Else. Okay. We're going to just pass the index through. We'll just pass in 0. And then we're going to make this be not cons, but we'll do like my LSP died. That's a bummer. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do immutable vector push. So we're going to push onto the back. We're going to pop row. It's going to be something like that, even though I don't think we're ever going to need to do that. Pop back. Oh, do I just not use this? Oh, that's devastating. Oh, I just don't use it. Okay. That's a bummer. Okay. Let's do then. Okay, it's because I just didn't finish it. That's why I didn't do it. So now I don't have a pop pack. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's just pretend I have it. Luckily, move front. We'll say add back. We'll remove from the front. Does pop front not exist? It's just called pop front. Okay. So now I go back up to my content, and we're just going to make this an immutable vector. Cannot convert steal value new to steal list. What did I do? Okay, I did something wrong. I don't even know what though. Okay, something terrible went wrong there, but that's okay. Expected a struct and an int and found. Okay, value unbox content. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now let's try. Expected a struct and an int found iterator and 0. Okay. Maybe just into iter. Type mismatch. Into iterator iter object. This is a doozy. I just want to show stuff on a window. Is that so hard? Valued iter? Maybe I need just into iter instead of valued iterator. Okay, progress. There we go. Okay, awesome. And then let's do add back foobar, adding a new row to our window. Oh, I need to, it's just one value. Right. We'll do it like this. Perfect. And then we'll do remove front. Okay, that didn't work. Let's see, does pop front not return anything? No, it should return something. Oh, pop front returns the value. I need to do rest. Mutable vector rest. Okay. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so we can push rows on and we can pop rows off. And then we just need to format to handle new lines. So we'll probably have like 2 buffers. We'll have our buffer of lines, and we'll have our buffer of lines, and then our formatted buffer, which is either consumes new lines or chunks, whichever it gets first. Okay. 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 So let's make like, I don't know, how do I want to do that? I want to chunk the text. Can I just split new lines first? So I don't want to just split white space. I want to split new lines only. Given a separator. I mean, this is probably fine. So I can probably do like Do like it's probably like give me a list or give me a actually this shouldn't be too bad. Text will split many and then we'll map do I have anything for like chunk? I guess I could do the taking iterator. I could break out the transducers here. This could be a good spot to break the transducers out. So we want like it would be like transduce. I don't even remember how to call transduce. It's been so long. Oh my. So probably like okay, maybe it is time to break out the new transducer library. It's annoying. So let's do like what do I even have as in the transducers? Probably like chunking. Let's see. List chunks. That's just by the node, though. That's a bummer. I guess I'm basically just doing take and drop over and over again, right? Let's try to do that. Let's do like... let's do like take... Okay, and then we'll do... I don't know if take errors if you take too little. Okay, cons the chunk. Onto chunk list. Okay. Chunk list. That's not quite right. I don't want to just cons onto this. Grab that bad boy. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, now we're cooking. Okay. We're cooking. We have our draggable window. Okay. Awesome. So now I want to leave leave for each index because I actually think I want that. We're going to do this. Okay. And then this is going to know, this is our content, but we're going to have formatted is, it's going to be a box. It's going to be a list. Box formatted. And we're going to do, okay, format text, and we're going to take vec and a max width. Turn it into a list, and then okay, and then we're going to do string to list of this. And then we're also going to then do chunk list. We're going to flatten that. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the transducers. I want to do transduce, take this vector, and then I want to say flat mapping. And we're going to do split many x I think I can just do first map that. Because split menu returns the list. No, we'll do flat mapping. That's going to give me a iterator of strings. And then I'm going to do string to list. I think that's what I want. Format text hello world new line foo bar baz 0 cannot convert. Oh, this needs to be a list. Security mismatch. Okay, one more try. Okay. That's correct. Okay. And then I want to chunk the list. I feel like I wanted to chunk it first. Okay. Say max of like 30. Actually, we'll do a max of 50 because that's actually what we want. Okay, so then okay. If we're at the empty list, do this. Else equal, we'll do like car equal. What is it? It's just car like that. Then we're just gonna oh, I just want to do take while. It's like take while with a size. It's actually what I want to do. Do I have take while? Oh, this is complicated. I don't know why I decided to do this. Oh, I guess I can just do this. Okay. This is horrendous. Okay. I'll just split new line after and then we'll clean up later. Chunk list. We'll chunk list by size. Okay. And then we're going to do it again. Chunk the list. Map list to string. Mapping. And then flat mapping. think I just don't need this at all. Unbox content 50. Okay. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Not what I wanted. Let's see. How is that all one string? Does flat mapping reduce all the way? Okay, I want to split up my thing. Transduce, we pass in. We're turning it into a list of strings. No, I do want this here. I think. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Okay, so then I need to just make something really long. Like, really long. Okay, awesome. We're wrapping now. It's a little too long, but that's okay. So it needs to not be 50. Let's make it like, I don't know, 40, 49, 48 perhaps. Okay, we have wrapping text, and then if I push a new thing in, add back hello world. Okay, now I need to do this is like define reformat text. Okay. Okay, we have our window. I can drag it around. And if I add back eval, adding a new row, it's there. And then if I remove front, it gets removed. Awesome. That is what we like to see. Maybe a little bit too much intermediate allocation, but you know what? We'll survive on that one. Cool. So now I want to put the Twitch chat in here. And that's what I'm going to do. We're going to put the Twitch chat in here. Okay. So maybe the Twitch chat is another day, but we have a draggable window that wraps correctly. So now I just need to generalize this a little bit more. Generalize this a little bit more. And maybe hold like a history. Basically, I'm building like a P2Y, but that's okay. So I keep a history. And then I can have a little pop-up window here that then we put crap into. And this will help because I have a debug window that I use for rendering values. And unfortunately, I use like the PTY for that, the PTY library. And the PTY library is not my favorite. Also, I think there's ads running, and I'm just gonna lower them like all the fucking way. I don't need them to come up as much. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Okay, so I have I found a library that does this, and I'm just going to use it. So if we run it, and then I type something in there, it pops up here. So my plan is, instead of re-implementing this whole thing from scratch, which I will do eventually, but I'll write a dilib for this, and then I will wrap that, and we'll just plumb it through to this little window here that we have, and we'll be off to the races. So that would be fun. So let me just go ahead and actually make this a dilib since I'm here. So let me just pull up a different one. Actually, we'll pull up the SDL2 one. That's a recent one. Okay, so we're gonna go into here. We'll add these as some dependencies. We'll add this thing. It's like it's Steel Twitch chat. Actually, we're gonna depend on that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We do need that. I think I just need this to be. Failed to parse. Can't find library. Oh, there's no library. Okay. Awesome. So we're gonna try to build this. Okay, cool. It builds. So the problem is this is like a main thing. So let's just move all of this to lib. Why is this not included? Okay, there we go. So let's do it's like incoming messages, unbounded receiver. What kind of thing is that? Okay, I mean, that's perfect. We'll do messages, receiver. We'll do from. This is like a. Is this all async? Is this all async? Man, why does everything got to be async? Okay. We'll have a. Okay. 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 Okay, so how do I spawn? Okay, we got to do like a... I before E is crazy. Okay. Okay. We're going to join this channel. Okay, awesome. And we're going to return a messages receiver. Okay, cool. So now I need to build an actual module. So I'll use this as an example. So we'll do like a build module. This business here. Obviously, I don't need all of these things. But we're going to impl custom for messages receiver. That's great news. We're going to import that. We're going to import this. We're going to call this Twitch chat. We're going to return the module. Okay, now we're going to do module.register function. We'll call this like make client or like start client, and we'll call this build. Okay, what's the problem here? Okay, that is the problem. Is join handle not send? No, it is. Is receiver not? Oh, it's a single consumer. It's not sync. Okay, so I need to slap a mutex on that bad boy. Okay, now we're cooking. Okay, so we add this thing. And then we just need one more function, which is like is like receive message. And that's where we're going to do like impl messages receiver. We'll just make a new thing called message, which has a name and a message in the text, which is fine. We'll call this a message. Awesome. Boom. Okay, there's not going to be any errors. There's never errors. And we'll call this messages receiver. Call this receive, and then we'll just do message sender. Just implement these really quick. Okay. We'll do this maybe a little differently. We'll actually do that. That should help. Message text. Really? Okay. Okay, that works. Okay, awesome. So now we're just going to, let's see, I have like a stupid little way to do this. Okay. And now if I run that, I should have myself a new header. Okay, sweet. And then I'm going to go install that. All right, so then with this, I should be in a good spot. we'll just take this over to here. Okay, so we're gonna let me just it works. That part works. Okay, require Twitch chat.sem. Perfect. Okay. So the content is going to start empty. It's going to be an immutable vector. And it's not going to be formatted any way because there's nothing to do. We're going to say start Twitch chat. Now what is this going to do? Spawn native thread. Actually, first we're going to do pull message, or like, we'll just say loop. We'll say client, pass the client in. Okay, so then the Twitch chat is start client. So we'll just say, okay, we're going to call rec message on our client. That's our message. We wait and receive it, and then we are going to we're just going to add to the back some text, which we will just do like string append message sender message and the message text. Okay. I know I'm going to need to remove rows here, but I will get there. I will get there. Okay. And now this is going to be our native thread. We're going to say, we're going to start the client for me, and we're going to pass it into loop. Okay. What do we have? Great. There is no reactor. Must be called from the context of a Tokyo 1.0 or 1.x runtime. Okay. Let's go back here. What is the problem here? Okay. What was my error? We're gonna run that through again. Okay, yeah, I understand. There is no reactor running. Event loop 91. Okay. I'm aware there's no reactor running. I understand. I understand. Okay. There is no reactor running. But why is there no reactor running? This part? Oh, probably. I mean, I can just do this inside of here. No. Why shouldn't I? Oh, it's compiled really fast. Okay, let's try it. No. Oh, leave me alone. There we go. Okay, so what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I'm in a runtime. I'm confused. I'm confused. Note that the future does not run as a worker. Let's see one more time. Anything. Client loop worker spawn. Okay. Maybe this whole thing has to be inside of it. Perhaps. I don't need tracing subscriber. It's totally fine. Maybe it starts the event loop before we actually do anything. Okay. Okay. Okay, it didn't show up. Oh, I know why. I know why. I know why. One more try. I actually need to reformat the text, even though that's not exactly the world's best solution here, but start the Twitch chat, and we're opening the we're showing the window. All right. One more try. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, I'm waiting for a message. Okay, we're waiting for a message. Message received. Okay, so the message is coming through. Okay. Yeah. Something, we're panicking though. Okay, that's fine. It's because I'm dumb. There we go. There we go. Cool. If anyone is in the chat, type something and it'll show up here. But it only renders if I'm focused on Helix, which is a bit annoying. But we are in fact rendering from the chat, which is sweet. So now I just need to keep track of the height and limit the height. So I want to basically only render there we go. Drag it around. It's like I think it doesn't render if I'm not clicked in, which is kind of odd. I think I have to trigger a render. I'm not exactly sure how I'll do that. I've definitely done it before because, like, yeah, I can look at the terminal. It's like, because the terminal listens on. Yeah. This isn't pure steel. Like, just all of the drawing is pure steel. I just glued up like a Rust library that already talks to Twitch chat just to prove that this can work. The next step is do that in pure steel. That's the next step. But I made a floating window, which I'm excited about. That drags around. But yes, not currently pure steel, but will be. Uh, I've up to this point, I've just written. Like, I don't know exactly what the Twitch library does, or like the Twitch API for connecting to this, but I'd imagine I can hack something up in Steel with enough time. I have a lot of different stream ideas for things to do. This was one of them. I felt like doing this tonight. I'm trying to use the streams as ways to like lock in for a couple hours so that I don't get distracted, because I can't exactly just like go do something else really. So I like allocate the time and I just do it. So this was one. Earlier today I was working on capabilities for Steel, which I'm pretty excited about. I can demo that too a little bit. But I have ignore the LSP errors for a minute, but it's like this will enforce like file system, process, and like network access. Like you can provide fine-grained control, like read write on resources at the module level, and it'll enforce it. So the idea is like you can wrap an entire plugin. I mean, the idea is like you can use an untrusted plugin and you can say, hey, like I'm going to load this code, but it can't touch the file system. And Steel will enforce that. That's the goal. It's harder than it's difficult, unfortunately. But I got something that works like as a proof of concept that I wrote like a year and a half ago, and I'm updating it. So this works today right now. And then it's neat because it's like scoped. So it'll like you can provide like varying levels of control. Like it's stacked up depending on who's calling. So like you can write a library that accesses the file system, but only is allowed to access like one file. But then if the caller is like, do not access any files, it won't work. It'll all barf. And then you can like fine grain if you want to launch a sub process. Well, right. So that's the escape hatch. If you write an FFI thing, and like that's one feature is so there's file system, FFI, processes, and then the network stuff. So if you say, hey, like you're not allowed to DL open anything, you can't open up a native library, then it won't work. Yeah. But that's fine. Like I think the goal is like obviously if someone launches, does some FFI, like it's not gonna work, right? Like you can do whatever you want inside the FFI library. So you just by default like that's the behavior. But there are some people who are like, and there are some people who are very concerned over this. They're like, oh my god, like the plugins can run untrusted this, and it's like, okay, well for them, like don't launch a plugin, don't even include a plugin that does FFI. If you're that scared about the native code. And if you're really scared and you don't want any plugin to do that, you can disallow all plugins. And so on your machine, they won't work. But this would be client side. So like you can make a plugin, everything. It's just like when the user adds like a new, they say require this module, they'll add this little specification that says, hey, lock it down. Yeah, exactly. I mean, exactly. I've just wanted to toy with this because, like, I don't really. There's not many languages that let you do something like this. Because this is like in-process control against modules. Usually, you sandbox. Like, you would still want a sandbox, like at the process level, if you were that paranoid, or the OS level. But whatever, it was just a toy. I revived it. It didn't take very long. So that's one idea. The other is I got my Settlers of Catan implementation working with Steel for the bots. So I want to set the bots up against each other and just like screw around for a couple hours refining the bots because I think that could be fun. Oh, and then I have my Helix native GUI that I want to revive. That one I'm particularly excited about. But okay, awesome. See, this is working. So now I just need to kick off the. I need to control the height. I'm not controlling the height, so it's just gonna keep. We're just gonna keep drawing, which isn't great, of course. But I need to basically push off the back and pop off the front. Or yeah, pop off the front and push onto the back when it goes too far. But nice. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't re-render. I think I have to be focused. Like if I click off to the side monitor and a message comes through, it doesn't work. I'm going to send a message from my phone. I'm going to see if it just updates automatically. It didn't. I had to click in. If I'm clicked in, okay, it only updates on click. So that's probably an issue with how I'm rendering. Wait, but yours came in. I definitely like did some re-render shit. Yes, I am able to do that. I'm like, well, see, this came through. Like, what is that about? Like, when does it do it is the question. Oh, well, there we go. Need to clean this up, or else it's just going to keep growing in perpetuity. Yes, I can trigger a re-render. I'm just trying to, because like you don't want to force a re-render always. I just need to be able to say re-render sometimes. Okay, I'm going to like take my mouse off. I've clicked in. Okay. That message came through. Nothing has happened yet. I'm moving the mouse around and then I click and then it renders. So I think it's because of how I'm processing the mouse events. Yeah. Let me see. There is just a re-render function, I'm pretty sure. At least I thought I made one. Turns out renders use like frickin' everywhere. How do I trigger a re-render? I guess it would just be like, but re-render it, like it should call render every frame, no? And like the underlying thing should be updating. If I scroll, it'll definitely re-render. If I do that and then I scroll, yeah, it'll re-render. It's like the way the event. Okay, let me look at the terminal. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. I think I know what to do. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Perfect. You're able to render a callback manually from Steel comment unlocked something. I think it's Helix X'd. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm just going to do with context, and it's not going to do anything. It's just going to call. It's just going to return nothing. And I think that's all I need. Cuz I think that's all I need. Let's try again. Okay. Taking the mouse off. There we go. Perfect. So yes, the way to trigger it was to just render a callback. Because that's how the terminal works. It's just a series of callbacks waiting for responses from the PTY. Cool. And now this works. And then the next step would be fix the scroll back issue. So that like things actually move off the screen. And then I can do like, I want to do resizable window. I think that could be fun. Like a little button or something, and I drag it to resize. That could be cool. But otherwise, I think that's going to be it for me tonight, because I need to go get some food. But thanks everyone for watching for what it's worth. I appreciate it. It's fun. I enjoy this. Yeah. Take it easy. Have a good night or morning or whatever. I don't know where everybody is. It's probably the morning in Europe at this point. Yes, that's the plan. Library for other plugins, hopefully. Catch y'all later. See ya.